Hi everyone, welcome to a Drive and Fail special, and this video is all about crossing traffic.
Sake!
On your smartphone, next to a
sake.
Wi-Fi network whose name's...
Crossing traffic is simply going across the path of another vehicle which has priority. Because of the different directions of travel, when people get it wrong, it can become really serious really quickly. Mistakes can happen because of judgment, but it's usually a lack of observation that causes problems. There was also a massive lack of care with that clip. This is an interesting one. They don't speed away, but they just go anyway. Lack of concentration, perhaps? Perhaps a junction that there's usually not many vehicles coming from. With many of these clips, there's no excuses, but especially in this one because the car in front goes ahead first. Don't you just love the hand up saying to my viewer, what do you think you're doing? Well judged or taking a big risk? I'll let you decide. This again highlights the potential problems that can happen when people flash the lights. It can be misinterpreted by different people. Pretty obviously not from the UK, and a difficult one this. I can see why it happened. Both road users sorted that out reasonably well. The consequences. Near misses like these, I'm sure, happen thousands and thousands of times a day throughout the UK, and collisions are not uncommon either. If you're thinking of purchasing a new car, do make sure you get it checked out through Car Vertical before you commit. Don't forget, there's thousands of cars out there that do have hidden histories. These reports can help you check if the vehicle that you're looking at has been damaged before, and the reports can often show you pictures, which shows you the true extent of the damage. It's not just damage, the reports give you loads of valuable information, and it's all colour coded, so it's dead easy to work out. All you've got to do is put the reg or the VIN number of the vehicle that you're looking at into the Car Vertical website, and within about 40 seconds you're going to get a detailed report sent straight to you. And like I said, with thousands of vehicles being involved in incidents like we're seeing in today's crossing traffic video, you wouldn't just have to be unlucky to get landed with one. Do a little bit of prep work and get it checked out to protect yourself. By using the code Ashley or the links in the description, you can save yourself 20% on checking out one car, but you can also save yourself 50% if you check out multiple cars. That's great value. Don't leave any car unchecked. Thanks, Car Vertical. I think the road layout here has a big contributing factor to the dangers at this junction. Was there an assumption that Smiler Bob was turning right at that first part of the junction and not wishing to go straight into this right turning lane? Who would have recognised this unmarked crossroads? This driver didn't.
Mama. 邊個嗌我啊？媽媽。邊個嚟㗎？邊個嚟㗎？媽媽。話我知邊個嚟，要用你同我講。邊個嚟㗎？
Is it clear to go after the Tesla? Good drivers will already have spotted that there's another vehicle hiding behind the bus.
Daddy.
Please take extra care when turning near side to near side. It is this white car that we're going to be watching, but it's not for this manoeuvre. This is an emerge, don't forget, not crossing traffic. Some people make the decision to cross traffic way too early and it causes them to cut corners. Crossing traffic poorly is dangerous with any road user, but it's even more dangerous when you do it with a lorry. Don't forget, heavy vehicles like this can't manoeuvre quickly, and they definitely can't slow down quickly. So how do we do this properly and safely? It's quite common sense, if I was honest. What you've got to do is make sure you don't cause the oncoming vehicles, I call it the 4 S's, to slow down, stop, swerve or swear. This situation, yes, it's a crossing traffic situation with the oncoming. It's a little different when you're doing a crossroads because other people from the other direction may very well be turning with you. We've seen a clip with the bus that the Jag, I think it was tucked in behind. Especially when you're turning near side to near side, like I said, it can restrict your view. However, it's still the same processes. I've got to make sure I can cross to this other side without causing any inconvenience to the oncoming traffic. Okay, we will deal with the flash as well. That's perfect. No, you shouldn't flash. However, when people flash you to cross their path, never go off the flash, go off the action. Perfect example. I've got to be careful of this taxi driver. Yeah, I was just going to say they don't know where they're going, so we'll give them a little bit of a wide berth. But yeah, that was an unexpected situation that we had to deal with there with the vehicle flashing. However, it's a good one. It's absolutely perfect. Now, I wasn't able to give an example of how you judge whether to cross traffic if vehicles coming towards you, because we had the situation where that one just gave us priority. But I'm going to go and do a right turn at the second lights a little bit further up, and we'll get on to talking about how you go about doing it. So yes, you've got to look at the oncoming vehicles. Try not to stare directly at them. Try and look for a space that's big enough for you to be able to cross traffic. And a simple way to judge it is if you feel as though you would walk from where you are to the other side of the road where you're crossing to, generally you've got enough time to go with the car. That's not set in stone. Let's just let that fella finish. Headphone zombie. In any case, yeah, it's not set in stone. So remember, if you walk across, you can generally drive across. However, you must make sure that your exit road is clear. This is a little bit of an awkward junction as well, because although it is only a right turn, people, as you can see, often do U-turns, and then your view is a little restricted. This situation, we may have a filter arrow come on. However, it's not just yet. I wouldn't walk across the road from here to that road for the Range Rover. Now the Range Rover's slowing down, I can go. Notice the check to my exit road prior to committing. Going back to the flash that we just had before, I said it's not the flash, it's the action. And that's exactly the same with that situation. I've got to be certain that the Range Rover is stopping and slowing down enough for me to be able to clear. And even when I was certain there, I'm always expecting a change of mind. You never know whether someone's just going to bolt through and then suddenly last minute continue. And it is a possibility. So a couple of little things. Make sure you don't cause people any change of speed or direction. Don't make them slow down, stop, swerve or swear. Don't cause them any inconvenience. It's their priority, don't forget. Also, look for a space really early that maybe you're going to fit into, so you're planned and ready for it. If you're planned and ready for the gap, you can actually start creeping a little bit prior to the gap's arrival. And the other last thing that I said is, if you can walk across, you can drive across, and make sure, don't forget, your exit road's clear. So here should be quite straightforward. There's no oncoming traffic, my exit road's clear. Look at the sharpness, not going to turn early. Make sure I'm slow enough to deal with the steer of the junction that I'm trying to turn into. So here, is the gap approaching one that I could walk across? No. but there looks as though there's one after this car, but I'm hidden with view a little bit. There you go, and the white one appeared. Again, looking into my exit road, making sure it's clear. The gap's on its way, starting to creep, and I knew everything was all safe and all perfect before I committed. That's about it. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Keep safe, and I'll see you soon.